All right, tonight I'm doing race number 10 in the 94 Winston Cup Series. After 9 events, I'm currently in 4th. Rusty Wallace has the lead, and he's pulled out a pretty good lead. But from 2nd on back to 6th, it's only 52 points. So these 2nd to 6th is pretty tight here. And then there's a little bit of a buffer back to Ricky Rudd in 7th. Oh, and I'm currently in 4th. All right. So this race is at Sears Point. I'm just doing the default track. 100% is 74 laps. That's pretty short. Back in the day, they had the carousel, and when they had the carousel, they did 74 laps. This is the default track from 2002 or 2003, so it doesn't have the carousel, and I think at this time they were doing like 112 laps. So this is a pretty short race. 43 cars in this race, 99% realistic, all boxes checked. Um, let's see, clear 71. That's pretty cold here. Typically, it's somewhere in the 80s, though it'll get up to the 90s, and that's just too hot. So hopefully, it stays in the mid or upper 70s. Setup wise, I just use the default setups, except I changed the gear ratios. This is just to make it a little easier. There won't be nearly as much shifting as there would be. Basically, you can do this whole section of track in 2nd gear, and then just shift up into 4th as you're coming around this curve, go down to 2nd in the hairpin, get up to 4th by this turn 1, and then back down to 2nd here, and then it's 2nd all the way back around. I kind of like this track. I think it's fun. I don't do much road course racing, at least in this game. But turn 10 is a little tricky. It's pretty fast turn, and so trying to come out of this left-hander and hit the brakes and then get lined up correctly for the turn can be kind of tricky. Sometimes if I overshoot it, I end up in the dirt over here. Or if an AI jumps to my outside, then it can make it really tight coming off of that turn. If AI are right on my bumper, sometimes they'll run into the back of me going into turn 11. But I think as long as I'm paying attention, it shouldn't be too big a deal. All right, time to qualify. Still 71 degrees. It's pretty chilly. It's too bad they stopped running the carousel here. That was a really cool part of the track. But for some reason, in the late 90s, they took that whole section of the track out.
Comes your time.
think that pretty much just killed my qualifying lap. That's that tricky corner there. Alright, so I'm probably going to start in the late 30s.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
36. Yeah, 36. Yeah, that's not a very good qualifying lap. I really should have been starting somewhere in the late 20s. So I think that cost me about half a second at least. But it's not a big deal. Yeah, that turn right there, turn 10, that's the trickiest turn in the course. Let's see. I don't think it has Gilligan's Island, so let me just double check. Yeah, okay, I'm on the front stretch before the kink. All right. I think I'm ready to go. Clear 85. You know, and if it was 85 in qualifying, I wouldn't have gotten all loose right there. I think that was it being so cold. It was a little harder to handle coming off that corner. All right, here we go.
Drivers, start your engines!
Here we go with some really long pace lap. Hopefully there aren't too many cautions. As long as there aren't too many cautions, this race should probably be pretty short. And it looks like all the guys behind me are much slower cars. Yeah, except maybe Waltrip back there in 43rd. Who's on the pole? Shepard? Shepard or Irvin? Well, I'm starting on the outside, but that actually works out pretty good here. Because then I'll be on the inside of the turn up at the top of the hill, turn 2. And it's better to be on the inside for that turn than it is to be on the inside for turn 1, which is really just kind of a kink. All right, I just want to be patient. Want to try and stay on the track at all times. I think in my 92 season race here, which I had a great time racing this one in the 92 season and had a really good finish. But I think I got off track like maybe twice. If I can keep the car on the track the whole time, I'm pretty sure I'll have a good finish. And it says we can go 49 laps, so there's only going to be one pit stop. I'm guessing everyone's going to wait until 49 laps to finally pit. Though, if I'm not too far behind the leader, you could, in theory, pit like 25 laps in. Or break the race in half and pit like 30 on lap 37. But I think I'll probably just go as long as I can and then pit towards lap 50. We'll see. We'll see how the AI decide to do it. I don't remember how they did it in the 92 race.
Get ready now. Going
I forgot.
green. The pace car's in.
They get all bunched up right here coming to the green flag.
flag, green flag.
Boy, they let
Green,
everyone
green.
go.
All right. Clear. Left side. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear. Car left. Clear. Car left. Clear on the left. All right. Still there. Clear. Car left. Still there. Clear on the left. Right side. Still there. Clear on the right. Car right. Still there.
I got a little messed up there, but I kept it on the track. See, this is the best spot to pass, coming off this corner, going into that first kink. But you don't want to be side by side like I was with Loy Allen the last time.
Left side. Clear. Left side. Clear on the left.
Oh, someone's blowing up. It's Bobby Hamilton.
Car left. Clear on the left. Car left. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear. Right side. Clear on the right. Left side. Clear on the left. Right side. Clear on the right.
Be careful there.
Left side. Clear on the left. Still there. Still there. Clear on the left.
Damn it. All right, that was my fault.
Left side.
I was
Clear on
trying
the
to
left.
outbrake him into that turn and smoked the tire a little bit. Went way too deep in the turn. got into him a little and it kind of did a half spin. I lost a lot of spots. All right, let's lock in here.
Left. Clear on the left. Right side. Clear. Right side. Clear on the right. Car left. Clear on the left. Right side. Clear on the right. Still there. Clear. Left side.
Come on.
Clear. Left side. Still there. Clear. Left side. Clear. Left side. Still there. Clear. Clear. Left side. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear on the left.
Sorry,
Car
Ward.
left. Clear on the left.
No harm, no foul.
Right side. Clear on the right.
He's trying to outbrake Jimmy Spencer. Got into Ward just a little bit, but he's good. Fast through there. I get tempted to try and pass people right here, but then I just end up side by side with them through the S's. Way up on that curb. Come on.
Still there. Clear.
I didn't want to be side by side with Mas, so I was trying to get in between the two. And Dave just wasn't down with that idea.
Still there.
See, now I'm just side by side through the S's.
Clear. Car left. Clear on the left. Car left. Clear.
All right.
Right side. Clear. Car left. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear.
Boy, I was hitting the brakes about as hard as you can without just totally flat spotting them. That last time going into turn 11. Alright, I should pull away from Mass and all them pretty easily. And it looks like I gained almost 2 seconds on Dallenbach. Let's see, 12.93. 12.93 Dallenbach. .66. That's 2 1/3 seconds. So I should catch him in like 5 laps. Out of the dirt.
You got a slow car up on the right.
I'm pretty sure Spotter just says that in this turn all the time.
got a slow car up on the right.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Overshot that turn a little bit. We're already coming up on halfway. Looked like Michael Waltrip was on pit road. That may be a scheduled stop.
The leader's pitting now.
Yeah, okay.
Left side.
Okay, yeah, everyone's pitting, it looks like.
Clear on the left.
All right, who is that in front of me? That is Mark Martin. Okay, so even if everyone pits, I'm not going to be able to lead a lap. By staying out.
The leader's pitting now.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's gonna pit here. Alright, this guy's coming out right here. Alright, I'm thinking I should pit this time. Alright, I'm gonna pit.
Limit
All right,
35.
and this
Keep it under 2,500 in seconds.
access road is not pit road. Pit road starts right here. I have damage?
Go, go, go! Keep it to 35. Keep it under 2,500 in seconds.
I didn't know I had damage. I guess I got that when I kind of slid into Chuck Bound earlier in the race. Oh, come on. So slow. So slow. Let's go.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
Alright, gotta stay to the left of this yellow line here. Okay. No one behind me. And there's Dahlem back right in front of me. So I came out just a little behind where I was. What position am I going to be in? 26th. I feel like I was looking pretty good relative to the AI right before pit
Clear
stops.
the cross flag. We're halfway home.
Ooh. So as the tires wear, I think I'll get faster. Little in the dirt. Set my fastest laps here on the fresh tires with not a lot of traffic. I gotta stay out of the grass, man, or the dead grass or the dirt. How much further ahead is the next group? 12 seconds. Alright, well, as the tires wear, I should be able to get around these two guys here in a couple of laps. Still fresh tires, so they're pretty fast. And I think I see Harry Gant and Jeff Gordon up there. I think I can catch them by the end of the race, as the tires continue to wear out. And I don't know how big that group is that Gant and Jeff Gordon are in, but if there's like 6 or 7 cars there and I can catch them and pass them, that'll put me like in the top 15. That's starting to distract me now. I keep wanting to look at it. A little deep there. All right, 31 laps to go. Stay locked in. Stay in my rhythm. And I think I can still get a good finish. I keep grabbing the shifter going into the S's when I don't shift right there. Looks like there's some guys falling back to me. And I don't see Jeff Gordon in that group.
Car left.
That is the 9 car. I think this is the 9 car's debut in this season so far.
Clear.
I don't remember seeing him anywhere else. Can I use him as a pick here?
Car left. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear on the left.
Yes, that worked out really well. Oh,
All
Jeff
right.
Burton is suddenly right under me. That
Clear
totally
on the right.
caught me off guard. Get
Right
your
side.
ass back there.
Clear on the right.
That was lucky. I figured he was stuck behind the 9 car, and so I wasn't really even looking at my mirror. And all of a sudden, he was like making a move on me in that turn. That totally surprised me.
Left side.
Let me go, Hut. Let me go. Let me go.
Clear on the left.
Thank you.
You got a slow car up on the right.
Okay, spotter. All right, coming up on a big group of cars. I think this is going to be a mix of spots and people a lap down, I think. Well, no, maybe it's all spots. These guys may be stuck behind a lap car. I can't pay attention to this. It's distracting. I keep wanting to look at it, and I'm taking my eyes off the road. I'll just run my race and see where I end up. Yeah, this is a huge line of cars. So they're all stuck behind someone. Someone's going down into the pits. Two guys going into the pits. It's like Kyle Petty and Brett Bodine and Sterling Marlin. Okay, a bunch of guys pitting. All right, they may have been on a different strategy where instead of cutting the race in half, they're going as far as they can. And now they're doing their scheduled stop. They may only, well, I want to say they may only get 2 tires, but I think that would be pretty dumb to just get 2 tires here with 22 to go still. All right, so that gave me a bunch of spots. So that was not the right strategy call. I mean, oh, is Jeff Gordon going to pit? He's going to pit too. Yeah, that doesn't seem like the right call. They've been out here on old tires so long, they've lost a lot of time. Of course, now when they come out, they're going to have fresh tires, but I don't think it's enough to make up all that time they lost. So I think they're making the wrong call.
The yellow flag is out. Let's
Aw.
go. Race back to the line. Pit road is closed.
I mean, this will give me an opportunity to catch up with the leaders, but I'm on the lead lap. At the same time,
Okay, we're under caution. Stay behind the 33 car.
I kind of like the strategy and just seeing how it plays out. And the restarts scare me. Don't want any dumb shenanigans on restarts. I'm in a pretty good spot right here. All right, are people that I pit with gonna pit? Like who pit halfway through the race, are they gonna pit? And I didn't look at my tires right before I pit, so I mean, I don't know, they don't look too bad. All right, doesn't look like it. Okay, I'm staying out. Whoa, 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 slow down. All right, and those guys like Jeff Gordon, they pit right before the caution came out. So they're going to be pretty far behind in the order. So I think I'll have enough guys in the order behind me to give me a little bit of a buffer back to them. We are going to have a lot of lap cars on the inside for this restart, though. Don't like that. But I feel like my car is better on the worn tires, so I'm kind of glad. I think that last lap would have been the one to pit if you're going to pit under the caution. I'm kind of glad we're all going to have worn tires here. I think that'll work into my favor. As long as they don't get too cold. I don't think they will. It's 84 degrees. This should now be the lap for the lap cars to pit. And it looks like every single person is coming in. All right. I guess I'm going to pit. Everyone's pitting.
Pit road is now open. Keep it to 35. Keep it under 2,500 in seconds. Past the 11 car. Past the 11 car. The pace cars on the front stretch. The pace cars in turn 1. The pace cars in 1A.
That damage has to be from Chuck Bound earlier in the race. I guess they got it all fixed now.
Go, go, go! Keep it to 35. Keep it under 2,500 in seconds. The pace cars in turn 2. The pace cars in turn 3. Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Stay behind the 33 car. We're going green next time by.
You know what just occurred to me? Do we do double file restarts on road courses? I don't think we do. And I think I noticed that when I said all boxes checked, the double file restarts one was blacked out or grayed out. Okay, I don't think we're doing a double file restart. All right, no big deal. I'm in 22nd, so I lost a couple spots to the guys who stayed out, like Elliott, Labonte. Well, Elliott's a lap down, but Labonte, Marlin, those guys are in first and second. All right, so I lost a few spots, but I think I'm okay right here. We still got some time for the tires to wear, and hopefully I'll be faster right at the end of the race. Just got to be careful navigating around these lap cars with, you know, the fast cars and the slow cars all bunched up together. 18 to go. I'm kind of tempted to say, you know, maybe I should have stayed out, but like with Elliott, but with worn tires and everyone else on fresh tires, I'd just be a hazard. They'd just be looking for any way to get around me, and
Get ready now.
be
Going
dangerous.
green. The pace car's in.
All right, here we go.
Green, green, green.
No way, Hut.
Car left. Clear on the left.
All right, 9 cars slowing everyone up right here. Just be careful.
Left side. Still there.
Three
on the
wide
left.
coming off.
Left side. Clear on the left.
All right, we're good.
Left side. Clear. Left side. Clear. Left side. Still there. Clear.
Little loose there on that turn.
Car right. Clear. Left side. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear.
Someone's going down the pits. Alright. Come on. That's my spot to pass. When they're going double file like that through my spot, I don't like it.
Left side.
Steve Grissom
Clear.
trying to pass me on the outside.
Left
Boy,
side.
Craig Sachs
Still
going
there.
all slow here.
Clear on the left.
Wonder if he was on older tires or he's just slow. I think he was on older tires or something. Someone else going down pit road. Look like Duke Trickle maybe. Darrell Waltrip's on pit road. Ricky Rudd's on pit road. Not sure why those guys were pitting, but making up spots.
Car left. Clear on the left.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Little slippery there. All right, please don't hit me, guys. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Thank you. Grissom was all over my bumper.
Left side.
Come on, Lloyd, give it to me. No, he's not. Now we're stuck side by side in the S's. And now I'm going to lose a spot to Grissom.
Clear. Car left. Clear.
So I get so tempted to make moves right there, but they rarely work. And see, now I'm stuck behind Loy Allen for another lap. So I can't even. And now Mark Martin is right behind me.
Car right.
I ain't messing with him. Just let him go.
Clear on the right.
I didn't even need to shift up on the straightaway.
Car left. Clear on the left.
Been pretty deep.
Clear.
And I'm still behind Loy Allen. Loy Allen just being a nuisance for the second week in a row. All right, see, I want to make the move right here, but it's not a good idea. I think I just have to follow him until the front straightaway. Or else I'll be side by side with him in the S's, and then I'll lose another spot.
Left side. Still there. Clear.
Got my spot back from Grissom. Alright, Mark Martin is a spot, but I'd probably just end up wrecking myself trying to race him. He's fast. Chuck Bound here is a lap down. Hopefully I can get him right here. We'll see.
All right. Clear on the right.
Okay. That worked out. All right, pretty sure the 90 is a lap down. Go, Mark. Go, Mark.
Just 5 more to go.
Damn it.
Clear on the left. Car left. Still there. Clear.
Okay, I made it work right there. All right, I'm guessing the 32 is a lap down. So at this point, I think I'm racing the 33. Just stay out of the dirt. I think I'm racing the 33 for 15.
Left side. Clear on the left. Car left. Clear.
Come on, Mark. See, I don't like getting stuck in this spot because Harry Gant is right on my bumper. I can't really pull away from him if we're stuck behind the 32 here. I think Mark Martin would be able to get around him. Looks like he's kind of trying. Right here. Don't hit me, Harry.
Left side. Clear on the left. Car right. Clear on the right.
Nice. That worked out.
One more lap to go.
Oh, I just barely slid in front of him. It's all over my bumper. All right, I'm gonna try and pass Andretti here. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
Left side. Clear. Left side. Still there.
Nice.
Clear on the left.
All right. Can I get Musgrave?
Left side. Clear.
Oh yeah. And I'm pretty sure the 31 is lapped down, but just in case.
Clear on the right.
All right, that's
All
it.
right, there's the checkered flag.
12th.
Bring it on home and let's get the heck out of here.
I'm surprised that I was able to make that move on Mark Martin. But on the front stretch there, people get really hung up on slow cars, like coming around turn 11 and then going into the front straightaway. And that seems to be where I'm the fastest, so And, you know, compared to my 92 season, I think I was doing a lot better job of braking into that hairpin turn 11. And I don't think I got off course here in this tricky right-hander. I was cutting it like that. I remember in the 92 season getting run into
Limits 35.
a lot
Keep it
more,
under
but
2,500 in second.
I think I was doing a little better job of breaking into turn 11. All right. Let's export. This is number 10. Sears point. Save number 10. Sears point. All right, so Ernie Irvan wins it, and he won by 21 seconds. It looks like Labonte was kind of holding up some of these guys, and there may have been some lap cars in there on that last restart. And Irvan, I think Elliott started first on the restart. Irvan might have been right behind him, got past Elliott, and then was just by himself and just took off. And then you had all these lap cars mixed in with all of these guys, and so it kind of slowed everyone up and allowed Irvan to get a huge lead. All right, so Irvan, Labonte, Petty. I think that's the best run for Petty so far this year. Ken Schrader, Shepard, Wallace, points leader, another good finish. Sterling Marlin, Brett Bodine, Jeff Gordon, Jeff Bodine, Dale Jarrett, me, Musgrave, Martin, Gant, Grissom, Strickland, Burton. Earnhardt way back in 19th. I think that was pit road issues. I know I saw Rudd pit under green after the restart. I'm not sure, and same thing with Darrell Waltrip. I'm not sure what that was all about. I don't know why they were doing that, but but they had pretty poor finishes. Where is oh, okay, yeah, Irvan won it. Wallace finished 6th. Earnhardt finished 19th. Those were the 3 ahead of me in the points. Did anyone fall out? Yeah, Bobby Hamilton fell out. And, oh yeah, I saw Bobby Hamilton fall out earlier in the race. And Todd Bodine fell out as well. Yeah, Rich Bickle in the 9. That was the first time we've seen the 9 car this season so far. All right, let's, I want to see, what was the caution for? Okay, he's waving the caution right there. He's waving it right there. Right there, he's not. Lights are green. Yeah, okay, there's those scratches. I got that at the very beginning of the race. When I dove too hard into that one turn and slid up into Chuck Bound. I'm pretty sure that's when I got that. Can't tell if the caution is out yet. Okay, it's still green. That's when I'm trying to catch Harry Gant. Okay, there it's yellow. Let's see, did someone actually... Ooh, yeah, was one of these guys going slow? They don't usually go 3 wide there. No, they looked okay. Yeah, they were just going 3 wide through the turn. There's Mark Martin, but he was coming out of the Or no, he wasn't coming out of the pits. It was odd. He just kind of missed the turn. Missed the turn there. Is that what caused the caution? It's very un-Mark Martin-like to get off course like that. He's still off course. I don't think that would be enough to cause the caution, though. He's just a little off course, but he's not like spun around or anything. Yeah, it's green. It's green right there. Why did he do that anyway? Oops. Is anyone... Oh, Dave Marcus is off course too. Oh, see, he's having one of those tire suspension failures. So he just pulls off and stops. So I'm guessing that's what caused the caution. He just pulled off the track and stopped there. Let's see this. It's like 3-wide battle here. Yeah, they're trying to go around these lap cars. Yeah, they actually handled that very nicely. And yeah, and it actually worked out for Darrell. He passed them both. All right. Where am I at? I kind of want to watch like that last lap. Or you know what? Let's see that first incident with Chuck Bound. See if it actually counts as a spin. I don't even know that it counted as a half spin. It did cause damage though. That stunk, but where was it? Oh, you know, is that where? Yeah, that's. See right there, going side by side into this little turn here is really hard. It's kind of like if you can't clear the guy by the time you get to this kink, then it's pretty dangerous trying to race them side by side going up the hill. And I just overshot the turn because of it, and that ended up causing me to lose a couple of spots. Okay, I still don't have damage though. I'm getting those spots back. Okay, now I have damage. Let's see where that came from. Yeah, right here. I'm getting a little impatient, trying to get around Chuck Bound. And so I try and dive under him in this turn, and I just... I don't know. I don't even think that was a half spin. That was just making some contact. But I just kind of missed the turn, or I dove too deep and then messed up the tires a little bit. I did get better at making moves going into this turn later in the race. I think I started to realize that if I tried to get under them right here, I would never come out of the turn in front of them. They would get the better run coming off. But if we were like side by side right here, I could hit the gas and be clear of them by the time we got to what used to be the that hairpin turn right here. It's a horrible angle. That would lead you into the S's. This is the drag strip turn. Well, it used to be. Yeah. Okay, I want to see that last lap. All right, there I'm getting around Dick Trickle. Yeah, I just barely cleared him. Right here. See, I'm side by side, but here comes that kink. and I was just far enough in front of him that I cleared him coming out of the kink. So then I knew I was good to go right here. Sliding the car a lot. I love coming up over that little hill right there, which is one of the reasons I was always disappointed when they got rid of the carousel. There was a great camera shot of the cars coming up over the hill and then diving down and turning left into the carousel. But I don't know. They decided that there was just a little too much character in the track and got rid of it and replaced it with those two just right-handers. All right, so there I'm trying to set up Mark Martin to get him down the front straightaway. And I was hoping he'd get a little hung up behind the 14 there. Right there, I decided to go for it. And just barely had him cleared. I mean, he's right on my bumper, though. I mean, I want to see that again. Let's see that from Mark Martin's point of view. Yeah. Just kind of sliding right in front of him there. Just barely. All right, so I get past Mark Martin. And then I'm thinking I want to get past John Andretti so that I can put someone in between me and Mark Martin. But then I was also thinking, would I have a chance at Musgrave here, who was stuck behind the 31? Yeah, that was one of the rare times making a move in that the drag strip hairpin turn. That was one of the rare times that it actually worked. And so that gave me all the S's to try and catch up to Ted Musgrave. And then coming into this turn for the final time. Yeah, he went out wide because of the 31. I went low, and I got past him pretty easy there. And then the 31, I'm pretty sure he was a lap down. Let's see. Yeah, he was in 30th. He was a lap down. Pretty fun final lap. Some good racing there. I think my car was definitely better on the longer run. Once the tires wore out a little bit, my car was definitely better. If I raced this track a lot more, I would edit I think I would probably edit the AI tire wear a little bit, just so that their tires don't wear out quite as fast. Because I think after like 20 laps, my car was quite a bit better than them. If you know, but the race is so short. You know, it's kind of like, and I qualified so poorly. I started way back here. It took all 74 laps to make it up to 12th. If I had put it on like 100% opponent strength and changed the tire wear a little bit, I think it would have been really hard to make any progress. I would have been stuck back here in like 30th. All right, I exported. I saved. Done. Ernie Irvin wins it. All right, bring up the points. Let's see. Cup 94. Result. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Events. Today is the 5th. And that was Sears Point. Number 10. save, close. Got to move the export into race results. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Results. Import. Sears point. And I don't think I led a lap either. No, I didn't. I need to be leading laps so I can get the bonus points. All right, save, close, export. $94 points. Unclick all this. Right. All right, let's see where I'm at now. I'm still in 4th. So Ernie Irvan, with that win, made up a bunch of points on Rusty Wallace and gained a spot. Ken Schrader gained 2 spots. He leapfrogged me and Dale Earnhardt because Dale Earnhardt lost 3 spots. And then Terry Labonte, Shepard gained a spot. Rudd lost a spot with that weird pit strategy at the end of the race. Then Kyle Petty, he gained 2 spots. Lake Speed, Musgrave, Jeff Bodine, Mark Martin, and Jeff Gordon. And, you know, Mark Martin, I remember that at the Talladega race. He pit on that last caution when the race ended under caution. That cost him like, I want to say like 30 points maybe, 20, 30 points. Giving up all those positions, that was a pretty dumb move. Roush would not have been happy with Steve Meal over that. Jeff Gordon, 14th. He's making some progress. These two got a bunch of DNFs at the very beginning of the season, but they've started to turn it around. And I'm actually a third of the way through the season now. It's only 31 races. I've already done 10 of them. So it looks like it's going to be between Rusty Wallace, Ernie Irvan, Earnhardt. But it's still pretty tight with some of these other guys. So Schrader could get up there. I could get really lucky and get up there. I hope not. I don't want to be too close to the top. Labonte could have a good run of races and get up there. Shepard, Rudd, pretty much everyone in the top 10 is still in it. I think Mark Martin is really good in this Carset, but he's just had too many DNFs and then dumb pit road decisions, and it's put him way behind. I still think he'll get in the top 10 as we go on, but I don't know. I don't know if he can catch the leader at this point. All right, let's check out the real race. And the real race, Ernie Irvan won it. Started first, finished first, and Ernie Irvan was good at Sears Point. Ernie Irvan was from the Modesto, California. I don't know where Modesto is, but I imagine growing up, he probably was more into Riverside. It made me wonder if he ever raced there, like maybe in like a Winston West series or something. But I want to say, I read his book too. I want to say he pretty much moved to Charlotte like as soon as he could, and was looking for like cup rides and stuff. So, but I mean, growing up, he might have raced like Riverside or Sears Point or something, but he was really good at Sears Point. So he won this one. 74 laps. He led 68. Jeff Bodine, second. Dale Earnhardt. Wally Dallenbach. Okay, so Wally Dallenbach, road course veteran. He was in the Trans Am series. He always ran really well at Sears Point and Watkins Glen. And it kind of like that question of like, oh, is it the car or is it the driver? This car was struggling to make races at all the oval tracks. They missed like 2 or 3 races in a row at the beginning of the season. But then they go to a road course and Wally Dallenbach finishes top 5. I mean, I think that's a pretty good argument that the driver has a lot to do with it. That he could take this equipment and finish in the top 5. He was just far superior on the road courses. Unfortunately, I don't think he ever won one. Unless he did later on in the 90s or early 2000s, but I don't think so. It makes you wonder, like, if he had been in a really good equipment, he probably could have won a bunch of road course races back then. But he would be in these, like, cars struggling to make races and then go finish top five in them. Like, it was no big deal. Did the same thing in 96 in the Bud Moore car. He did it in the, um, was it the 22 car in 95 or before that? I don't know. I forget, but he always ran good. Wallace, Musgrave, Shepard. There's Mark Martin, Ken Schrader, Harry Gant. On down the line. And Bobby Hamilton, Rick Mass, Steve Grissom all out. Jeff Gordon out, rear end problem. And then one of the things I always liked about this race was, and Phoenix, they would get a lot of Winston West guys trying to make the races. So you got all these like Winston West dudes. It was always like that at Phoenix too. And at Phoenix, they would start 44 cars, and there would always be some Winston West guys starting at the back of the field. Oh, and by the way, there's Ron Hornaday Jr. in the Spears Manufacturing number 76, which is the car I'm running in this season. So he made this race West Coast, and same thing with Rick Corelli. Although Rick Corelli was trying to run the full season, at least at the beginning, but he was struggling to make races. But here he is making this one. John Krebs. I'm assuming John Krebs is another Winston West guy or West Coast dude. And the points after this race, Ernie Irvan is in the lead by 40 points over Dale Earnhardt, a third of the way through the season. 40-point lead. And third place Mark Martin is 270 behind. So still, man, it's looking like, I don't know, it looks like maybe Ernie Irvan is going to win this championship. I mean, that's what I would have been thinking. It's either going to come down to either Ernie Irvan's going to win it, or maybe Dale Earnhardt turns it on in the second half of the season or something. But right now, Ernie Irvan's looking pretty good. All right, if anyone checks out this race, thanks so much for checking it out. I appreciate it. That's it for this one.